So today I'm gonna show you how to clean out an old tank that maybe you gave up on or whatever the case may be. What you're gonna do, get you a razor, hose, a little bit of water, and you wanna kinda keep it wet. And you're gonna just scrape, just like this. Scrape the glass, okay? See all this scum here? Get your razor blade wet. Get the wall wet. You're gonna take your razor blade. You're gonna scrape right across, okay? Scrape all that gunk off of there. Grab your hose. You need some more water. There we go. Look at that. Now, same thing for the outside. Get it wet. Scrape off any bit of that water. What it is the minerals and calcium that's in your water supply. As soon as it dries up on the outside of your tank, it leaves that scummy looking residue. So you can do this with a tank that's already established as well, but cleans right up. Finish doing this, check back with the razor blade and the silicone. Comes right off. Couple passes with a razor. But it was never there. Just want to be careful on your actual factory sealed edges. Don't want to cut into those. So just like that. Slide down, come here, cut the edge, cut the edge. Make sure not to screw up the factory seal. And just like that, there's all your old silicone. What I do is I order these off of everybody's favorite cheap website, Temu. And what they are is they have the clip in them. Plug your air hose into them. They stick on. They're way cheaper than going to the pet store. Now that we have that all pinned down, I do have one here on the back. Okay. I'll bring the substrate all the way up to the actual air stone itself, and that will help quite a bit. And what you're going to be doing is just kind of rinsing all this dusty crap off of there. That's where I get a lot of my oddball tools at. Good old Harbor Freight. So you're going to rinse it through pretty good. And you just, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you just kind of want to see some nice clear water. Once you can move this around and you're happy with how the water looks after, I'll give this probably one more rinse. Yeah, see, that looks good. Clear water. Alright, so now what we want to do is leave a little bit of water, but we're going to put our substrate in. First, you're going to go nice and slow. Maybe put your hand there like I have, like this, so it's an easy fall. Start with that for now. Looks like I put a little too much in, so what we'll do is scoop some out into my bucket, remove what we want until we've reached the desired amount. Take a couple handfuls out. So what we've done is we've leveled everything out, made it nice and level for the most part. And this is when you decide to start planting plants. If you look here, my air stones down there. I just want a nice thin layer of rock, nothing too crazy. I don't want to see the ring, I just want to see my air bubbles come up. It will move what it needs to out of the way as it goes. So what we have here, nice piece of driftwood I have from the pond. It's going to fit perfect inside of here. Just going to figure out how we're going to orientate it in there. So we'll fill her up. We'll put some dechlorinating liquid in there. Also, what I like to use, imaginary and biological start. Basically, it just puts good bacteria in the water. So start the pumps up, put the lights on, let it just start its cycle. We'll let it cycle for probably about 2 or 3 weeks. Let it really get established. And we'll start slowly introducing small snails, stuff like that, something to get the bio load running. So most important part is you want to get your water column taken care of first and foremost before you put any type of animals in here. Please do excuse my sweat. I live in Florida and it's about 98 degrees right now in the shade. Inside this cartridge filter, basically just going to be utilizing the pump and the actual filter sponge insert. We are not going to be putting the activated carbon in there. The only thing we probably will do, like these here, these are great if you have like a goldfish or something like that for your kids, but I take the stuff out and I just use the actual polyfill from this. Well, I'll use my quilt batting polyfill. And as the cycle goes around and this tank starts to get a little more established as it goes, we will probably end up getting some Java moss and putting Java moss across this. So you want to shake up this. This is going to help. Okay, here's your biological startup. This is the brand I use for my water conditioner, dechlorinator. Like I said, it only takes a very small, minute amount of this. What I like to do is pour it onto the water flow. That was a lot, but that's okay. Now, if I were to put the actual cartridge filter in here, a lot of this haziness, it'll go away quick, but as it starts to settle, it'll settle down into the substrate. It's breaking surface tension, just like this will. It's gonna break the tension of the surface to let the actual nitrogen cycle turn and let it do its thing. So every time we break that, if it's not stagnant at the top, the gases can expel out. So I'm gonna give this a nice wipe down, that way all these water spots can go away. And welcome to the family.